Is it time to bet big on Nvidia ahead of the Blackwell chip launch? Nvidia is set to launch its next generation Blackwell platform, which is expected to advance AI technology. Now, investors are considering whether to buy Nvidia stock before the Blackwell's launch in the coming weeks. Nvidia chips have become one of the most preferred building blocks for AI data centers around the world, which is fueling models like OpenAI ChatGPT. And when you look at most of these major technology companies, they have purchased thousands of NVIDIA chips, giving the company the majority share of the AI chip market. Now, the bigger question we are asking today is that should you go ahead and buy NVIDIA stock before the Blackwell chips arrives in the coming weeks? Now, we want to look at the analysis. We are just looking at the impact of AI on NVIDIA. Now, when AI came into existence, now Nvidia has completely changed. Now AI has completely changed Nvidia trajectory, and it's happened apparently overnight. When you look at their revenue and also the share price, it has grown so fast that even some investors are even questioning whether this is even sustainable or just a flash in the pan. And when you look at their sales, and it looks so healthy. Now, for example, when you look at the company's data center, now it grew over 154% year over year in the second quarter. Management said in its second quarter earnings call that the H100 chip demand is still growing. So we are just asking if this trend is still persistent, what are we going to see if the launch of Blackwell? Now we want to know if the demand will still be there. Now let's look at Blackwell chip, which will be coming on stream in the coming weeks. Now, Blackwell chips are expected to see about 450,000 units produced in the fourth quarter of 2024, which will translate into a potential revenue opportunity exceeding 10 billion US dollars for Nvidia. Now, whether the company can meet these high expectations over the next years will depend on what the Blackwell chip, which will be the successor to the H1, would do. So far, when you look at the potential of Blackwell, management said that in the second quarter that Blackwell will enter the production in the fourth quarter, which will generate revenue before even the fiscal year. Now, the most important thing we should note here is that the demand, we are checking whether it has that demand. Now, when you look at the trends and everything, yes, we know there's demand for this because now this Blackwell is coming to succeed the former H1 or H100 GPUs that we are seeing. Now, when you look at the estimation, the company gets an overestimated about 40% of revenue from Meta platforms, Microsoft, Alphabet, and also Amazon. Thus far, these power spenders haven't even indicated plans of even withdrawing. So it means now the demand will still be there. So when you look at the estimates, the projection and everything, still they are still going to get Meta platform on board, still Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon. So they are still going to be on board for them to do or for them to even purchase these kind of GPUs that they are bringing up on board. Now, when you look at the data we are seeing on my screen, what we want to do today is we want to check the day that they release or the year that they release H100 chip GPUs. Now let's go back to the last 5 years. When you look at 2022, so it was released in 2022. H100 GPUs was released in 2022. Now from 2022 up to date, you keep seeing the trend increasing or the trend going up. Now the trend analysis showed that whatever the demand that they projected or that they estimated, now they lived up to the billing because when you look at the trend from 2022 up to now it rose from 2022, 2023 up to 2024 currently. So within 2 years, now look, this is what they've been able to generate. Now the trend keep going up. It means the demand was there. So it means still they were having it. So we want to know their revenues that they've gained for the past, let's say 2 or 3 years that they've been on stream or they release these GPUs, that's H100 GPUs. Now, when you look at their revenue from 2022, the revenue that they had was 26.91 billion USD. Now, 2023 was around the same amount, now 26.97 billion. In 2024, we are seeing 60.92 billion. Now, here is what I'm saying. If we are looking at this trend and we are seeing the growth that we are seeing here from 2022 to 2024, now we have this growth here. Are we projecting that Nvidia is still going to go up? Are we still going to see the trend going up again? Because this is it. Now we know that there will be a demand for this Blackwell GPU, which will be coming on stream very soon, and which is going to be a successor of the H100 GPUs, which will be fading out very soon. Should we go ahead and still buy Nvidia stocks right now? Because if I am you, that is a question I will be asking myself. Now, considering the high stakes that's involved in this kind of, it is very reasonable to question whether the billions of dollars that people are, or that these large tech companies are spending on AI. Now, for cloud companies like, let's say, Amazon and even Microsoft, integrating AI is part of protecting the growing business, because Alphabet CEO for last time stated that the risk of under investing in AI and falling behind competitors outweighs the risk of overspending. So it means still he's going to invest in it. And it is not only Alphabet CEO who is saying this, because most of the companies are still going back to invest in it. So for me, if I'm you, if I'm advising you, that is what I'll tell you. I'm just going to tell you, go ahead and invest in Nvidia, because now the introduction of Blackwell will even make it the stocks will be very good. It will still climb up the ladder, it will still go up, because from 2022 you've seen the trend going up. And when you look at their revenue projection, it has already even tripled, because from around 20 billion to now 60 billion. So you see the revenue generation that they've made. So when you compare the trend, when you compare the revenue projection, everything is in favor of Nvidia. So for me, if I'm giving you any advice, what I'll tell you is go ahead and buy Nvidia right now before even the introduction of Blackwell. If you like this video, just comment, give me your opinions and whatever. Now, tell me what you think about Nvidia. Are you okay to even buy it? Just subscribe to my channel so that you get more in-depth analysis.